Okay, let's go ahead and get this meeting called to order. Can we stand for the pledge of allegiance, please?
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right, gentlemen, I'd look for a motion to approve today's agenda.
I'll make such motion.
I'll second it. Any discussion? If not, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Look for a motion to approve the minutes for November 25th.
I'll second.
Any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Claims for December 2nd total $283,960 even.
I'll make a motion to approve the claims. I'll second.
Any discussion? If it wasn't for the roads department spending $109,000 on rock, we had half price this month.
Well, I could
That's all right.
spend it next month
It's,
and cost
That's all right.
5% more, so.
Okay. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries. Interesting. Initial, please. Meeting attended, Scott?
No, I had a Highway 61 coalition meeting. They just, like they basically came up with their plan that they're gonna present to the DOT to see if they'll agree to do something, but I mean, it's an 8 to 10 year plan that's spaced out. And I forget, they've got 5 or 6 roundabouts planned for it.
Scott, this is all of Burlington, right?
Yeah, this is just the Roosevelt section that they're talking
Roosevelt.
about right now. So that's basically all that they talked about was that. That's the only meeting I had this past week.
Eastern Iowa Workforce Development Moving. Supposed to have. They did a couple changes in the bylaws, which each group of supervisors has to sign off on. It'll be on the next agenda. I thought they were sending it to the auditors to be on this agenda, but they didn't send it to the Susan, so.
Okay.
If I sent it to them, it'll be on next week. That was the only.
We had a conservation meeting yesterday. They sold some equipment, old fuel barrels and kayaks and canoes and trailers and such. That didn't really amount to a whole lot of money.
That include that mower and that other.
Yeah, I think at most they might have got a couple of grand out of it, maybe. It wasn't a lot, but you know, it's okay. Read some stuff. Other than that, it's pretty much business as usual. It's pretty quiet since it's winter time. They were gonna start working on budgets, so Jacob, after the meeting, kind of talked about some things on that stuff. Good morning, Jacob. Morning. I spent about 7 hours Friday out at the complex working on that generator. So I only got the fuel pump
No.
all the way from China.
Low boat.
Yeah, well, I had Chinese writing all over the box. So. That generator rate is it still won't. It'll kind of start, but it won't stay running. The it's got 2 6-volt batteries wired in series. And they won't crank that thing for 10 seconds and the batteries are shot. So we're gonna have to replace the batteries. And if you put your hand on the starter after about 5 seconds, the starter's so hot, you can't even hardly put your hand on it. So I think it's gonna need a new starter. I went and talked to Leah yesterday afternoon after the meeting. I said, boy, worried about pouring all this money in this generator. It's ill. I think it would run, but it's not great. And she said, what choice do we have? If we don't have anything else. And she's right. So I guess I'm gonna go ahead and get another starter coming, and the batteries are easy enough to replace.
What do you think? That starter's getting hot because it ain't getting enough voltage to it to start?
I think the brushes are bad in it. I could replace the batteries first and then try, but, I'll be honest with you, it holds 2.5 gallons of oil. I drained 5 gallons out of it, most of it was diesel.
Hmm.
So when that fuel pump went bad and pumped that crankcase full of diesel and that thing was running, it did not do it any good at all.
Hmm.
I hope that it didn't hydrolock it and bend something inside. It seems to roll over okay initially until the batteries finally give up. So I don't think that's the case, but I cracked the wine, I think I got all the air out of it, and, I just don't, this is give me the warm fuzzy feeling, I guess is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But I would assume the starter's probably a couple $100 at least, and we're gonna spend $400 on batteries, because decent battery now is
Oh, yeah.
$150 or better. So, we're gonna throw another $1,000 at it to see if it works. We probably really need to figure out a way to, I've been talking with Kenny, emergency management, to see if there's any grants out there to get an upgraded generator. That just really isn't right now, but we need to really think about upgrade somehow on that deal. Is that, even if we get it running, it's a temporary fix. There's not much life left in that, so. I think the generator itself's fine, it's just the power unit that goes to it. 1972 Ford 6-cylinder diesel engine. I don't know how many hours are on it, it's wrote down 19,000 hours or something.
Hmm.
And that's from exercise.
Yeah.
Very rarely does it run, but when the power goes out, that's the primary power for public health and their refrigeration for all their vaccines. They have alarms on those so that the power goes out and it doesn't kick over. The girls can quickly drive across the county and get that stuff into a cooler, but I don't know, we'll keep at it, but I don't like it. I don't like the feeling I'm getting.
Yeah.
I think the tank's all done. They filled, you know?
Well, I know they were supposed to fill it last week. I guess I haven't been out there
I'll be out there.
to look, but I don't know, Jacob, did you notice anything or?
I'm in and out so often, I don't ever see
Yeah.
it, sorry.
I know the guy told me they were gonna fill early last week, so that's all I know. I haven't been out there.
Good. Item number 6 is public input. Anybody from the public would like to address the board?
Kevin, I have a question about planning and zoning. Have you, are they doing anything about relieving the ability for people to build houses in some of the restricted areas? And the other question is, are they doing anything on the windmills? Because I think they need to get something done there rather than keep delaying that. There's
There's a
enough,
process of writing an ordinance for them.
okay, there's enough ordinances out there that they should have a pretty good idea
I think they do.
from Washington and Henry County, at least to benefit the where I live.
They're in the process of creating an ordinance, and while you're in the process of creating an ordinance, nothing can be done. I mean, they cannot come in and start building one anywhere until an ordinance is completed. So
How long do you anticipate that to be?
I don't know. We haven't had a meeting for a little while, so I don't know.
Okay. And then on the,
On the other, I have talked to a couple people on board. We haven't discussed it at a meeting, but, I would like to see some changes in the restrictions on building in rural areas, because, we're gonna raise our tax base around here.
that's what we're
If you got a 5-acre pasture that's paying $30 a year in taxes, or
Yeah.
or a home that's paying 3,000,
Yes,
it's a no-brainer.
When that was created, I remember it well, because, they were gonna save the world with farm ground. Now we need to save Louisa County with building
new structures,
A little less restrictive would be good.
Yeah.
I'm on board with that too.
so.
Thank you.
The other thing I would like to say while we're commenting is I am not opposed to having a driver's license station in Louisa County, okay? I'm opposed to how it's being funded.
Yeah.
Okay, I want a driver's license station here. It's not that I don't want it here. It's just that I think the state should be funding it, not us.
And I think you brought up a good point, and I've told several people the same thing. It is unfair. In fact, I think I just told Jacob that yesterday. It is unfair for the state to fund Muscatine and Burlington, but not Louisa County. It's like you're penalizing the smaller counties, because we have to fund it through taxpayer money.
If you weren't gonna fund somebody, it should be the bigger.
Yeah, there
towns.
you go. They have the ability to be able.
They
to
have all the sales tax and everything coming in, they could fund themselves.
completely backwards.
Yeah.
How is Henry County and Washington County? How's that taken care of, you know? I mean, they're around us and I just wondered.
Yeah, I
We always
haven't
sort of brought it in a
looked into that.
But it's, I think most people from here, if they don't use ours, they either go to Muscatine or Burlington. But, I agree with Kevin on that part. That is, it's a little backwards. But from the information that we have here in the last couple of months, it looks like the state's angled to take them all over. Whether or not that goes through, I don't know, but that was some of the intent, which
That was part of
I
their
would do
doing
would be
report.
fine, but
Yeah.
we'll see how far that gets. They have a lot of dreams and aspirations, and it doesn't always work. So.
I've got public comment.
Sure.
A couple weeks ago, I approached you guys about selling the property behind one of our brown sheds at the complex. The fuel tanks, LP tank, finish mower. We had that auction, if you will, last night at the conservation board meeting, and I'm just here to report. The 300-gallon fuel barrel, we had 3 bids on it, and the top bid was $100. The finish mower is a 3-point, was $275. The 500-gallon fuel barrel eventually went to $225, and the LP tank went for $275. So I don't know all those numbers off. Do some rough math. $600, $700. That'll go to you guys.
And then you guys sold some canoes. In fact, I think we got a couple of thousand total out of it.
Total, yeah, probably 1,500 or so.
Yeah, so.
Yeah, definitely made more than scrap, and also we didn't pay to get rid of it.
Yeah.
Plus, somebody else gets to use it. It's all around wins. Yeah, we're gonna keep doing those. Anyway, that's all I have.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Yep. Thanks for plowing snow. We appreciate it.
Yeah, no problem.
Anybody else before we move on? No? Payroll changes, I didn't see any this week. Adam, you got an update for us?
You want me in there, advertise? There's the first item is the utility work. Or,
Is this the Windstream app?
Want to go ahead and do
Yeah.
number 9 then while you're?
you
All right, we have item number 9 is a, application for Windstream. Buried fiber along Sixth Avenue, which is County Road G40, from Main Street to Market Street in Fredonia. I'm assuming you have no issue with it if you hand me the papers.
no issues.
I'd look for a motion to approve if that's something you guys wanna do.
Motion to approve the application for construction on White Sands right away when it's done.
Second.
Any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Anybody opposed? One signature,
Yeah,
Adam.
yeah, just on the sheets, yeah.
How'd the plowing go? Good?
Yeah, pretty well, you know, we were prepared for the works on Saturday and we really didn't get it.
The first few inches, I think, melted.
Yeah, melted pretty well. We actually did not send out motivators on Saturday because it either melted or blew off in the ditch. We did have some areas that were a little heavy, came out and plowed the plowed the gravels on Sunday and hit it again yesterday and a little bit again today. We did have dump trucks out though, all weekend, all day on Saturday, and on Sunday, and that they can't today, so.
I watched the radar for a while. It seemed like there was a little hole right over us.
Yep.
Burlington, I think, got a little more than we did, and of course, North got
Yeah.
considerably more, so it's not a bad thing.
So, no, I guess, we're about a month ahead here in terms of timing on all this, and thought I saw it getting pretty colder this week, but maybe it'll warm up next week or something, so,
Depends on your perspective.
yeah,
This is the way I remember when I was a kid.
right?
So,
I used to hunt, second season, it was always so cold that we decided to move up to first, and then it got warm for years, so it is.
Yeah.
It is what it is, so.
cycle.
Yeah, so, I'm beginning to work on budgetary items as well. Gonna be gone tomorrow through Friday, going to the annual county engineers conference up in Des Moines, so. Being busy, up on the tunnel up there on W66, that's a Gladwin. The dirt work is pretty much done and they're knocking down the concrete structure now, so. Hopefully, get that knocked down this week or next week and get that hauled out and. Maybe in the next week, if weather allows, we'll get that done, so. So, I forgot to put it on the agenda, but, I do have bids for those two bridge repair projects that you guys signed about a month ago. I'll open it up now and take a look, and then we'll deal with, awarding and all that next week, so. I do have two bids, one is from, I can't even sit down it. One is from Iowa Bridge and Colbert. Their bid is $141,120. And our second bid is from Brandt Construction. And they came in at 239,000, so. The low bidder is Brandt, and we'll review this and make a recommendation for the next one, so. Brandt.
That was Bridge.
I would agree.
Oh, I
You said
see.
it right.
Okay, yeah. I'm sorry. All right, so. Anyway, I'll take a little, we'll plug this in with the flat out recommendation for next week, so. Other than that, we're busy with, design things and things like that, so. All right.
One thing I have to give to the board before adjournment is I will be out of town December 20th through the 24th. I approached Susan about maybe not having a meeting that week before Christmas, and she didn't have a problem with it. Our claim dates this month, we just did claims this week, and then it'll be on the 16th. There's 5 weeks in this month. So she asked the question, do you want to have a meeting the last week of the month, which would be the 29th, or actually the 30th? And I said, I don't know. I talked to you guys about if you wanted to have a meeting. We don't have to approve claims. Do you want to have a meeting? If you want to have a meeting the 23rd, I won't be here. I'm worried if we skip that one, if we need to have one on the 30th, but she, for some reason, she must be out of town. She gonna be out of town that week?
Pardon?
Is
No,
she-
no, she's
Okay.
not out, no.
Tell me what you want, or we could have it the Friday, the 26th, and
That's a
That's short after Christmas.
holiday. Is that a fall? No,
After
that's not a
Christmas.
holiday.
and then not have one a Tuesday, but I don't. However you want to, I mean, you can still have a meeting if you want, I just.
I would say just skip the 23rd.
Yeah, I'd rather
Skip
skip
the 30th.
do the 30th, just in
Okay.
case there's something
All right,
that needs to be addressed.
Okay,
I'm fine with that.
all right, so let's make notes of that, we'll skip the 23rd, but we'll have a meeting on the 30th. Yeah, that's a resolution,
Mr. Chairman,
Yes,
did you vote on, number 9?
yes, we did.
I got Kevin Hard motions.
Yeah.
Scott on second.
Voted all ayes.
Yeah.
You not want me to do that?
That wasn't the question.
Oh, okay.
No, it's fine.
Yeah.
It's not Windstream no more though, it's kinetic.
Yeah.
Well, it still says Windstream on the application.
Hopefully, it's different people running it. They're not
They
very-
just haven't changed,
Approve the company that's been bought out.
they haven't changed the paperwork, huh?
But I don't know.
All right, anybody else want to address the board before I adjourn? No? Motion for adjournment?
Make a motion to adjourn.
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor, say aye. Aye. Meeting's adjourned. Thank you.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah, thank you. Have a good day.
You too. Yeah, right.
Okay.
It was with, one of those construction